How to make the famous Pommes Anna. Pommes Anna is a delicious French dish where you layer a bunch of potatoes, butter, garlic, herbs, and bake it all together. Here's how you make it. We're going to start off by peeling 5 pounds of potatoes. Traditionally, russet potatoes are used, but you can also use gold potatoes or even something like a purple potato. On a very thin setting of the mandolin, we're going to thinly slice the potatoes. You're going to want them to be thin enough where you can kind of see your fingers through the pieces. Add them to a bowl, and then we're going to coat with about a half cup of clarified butter or melted butter. If you have a dairy aversion, you can also use olive oil here. Any fat will work. Even something like a duck fat would be delicious. We're going to mix in the remainder of the ingredients, which are just Italian seasoning, grated garlic, and salt and pepper. It's pretty simple when it comes to the ingredients, but it comes together really nicely once it's cooked. Make sure you're generous with the salt and pepper since it is a lot of potato pieces. Some people even season after we do each layer, but I find it easier just to get it over with in the beginning. We're going to add some of that clarified butter to a 10-inch nonstick pan, or you can also use a very well-seasoned cast iron. Now we're going to start layering the potatoes. I like to start in the middle and then make like cylinder/circle shapes going around with the potatoes, making kind of a fun pattern. Make sure they overlap because we want that layering. And you don't have to do a circle pattern. I've seen people just do like straight lines. As long as they're overlapping, you're good to go. I find it easy with a circle pattern just because obviously the pan's a circle, so it just makes it easy to follow the shape of the pan. But we're going to do this with all the potatoes. This kind of takes a minute, so put on a podcast, listen to some music, and just get in the zone. Do this until you run out of the potatoes. Then we're going to cover with some parchment paper. I like to do a hole in the middle so some steam can escape, and then we're going to top with a weight. I used a pan here, and this will weigh it down and make sure the layers stick together. Transfer to a 425-degree oven and bake for about 25 minutes. Once that 25 minutes are up, we're going to remove the top weight or pan and then also remove the parchment paper. We're going to then cook 15 minutes more in the oven because we want the top of it to brown some, like so. Allow it to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes and then flip it onto either a plate or a cutting board. This part is kind of difficult, so just be very careful. I have dropped a Pommes Anna once and it was very sad. I like to pat the pan a few times just to make sure the potatoes release, and then the grand reveal. It's golden, buttery, garlicky, and so good. Cut it like you would a pie and serve. These many layers are so fun to eat and very, very delicious. Check out the caption for full details on this recipe and definitely let me know if you make it.